I'd like to welcome you inside the ball field complex here adjacent to Mark Witt Field in Thermopolis, Wyoming for the final day of the regular season here for the Hot Springs County Rec District Adult Softball League. Today's opening game is going to be between Wyoming Gas. They take on Shaffer Construction. Wyoming Gas will be hosting for this game. They'll play Flame City after this one to round out the season. Flame City will be the home team in that game. Wyoming Gas is the home team in this game. 2 more games left in the regular season. This will be our last broadcast last couple of broadcasts before the playoff, before the semifinals start. And that second seed is still up for grabs today. It all depends on how Shaffer Construction and Flame City do in their games today. If both teams win or lose, that is going to go to a win differential. One team has to beat Wyoming Gas here today over the other in order to get that second seed. So implication, or to be guaranteed that second seed, I should state. So keep in mind throughout the course of today's broadcast, seeding is on the line today, and Wyoming Gas, the one thing that's on the line for them today, and on a perfect 8-0 season here as they head into their 7th game here. They are perfect up to this point. Had a little hiccup against Shaffer Construction on Tuesday night, giving up 2 runs in the first inning, but they bounced back and came back for a massive win to grab their 6th straight win of the season. It's a Wyoming Gas doubleheader today as they will take on, like we said, Flame City. This will be the last doubleheader for Wyoming Gas today, or this season. Shaffer Construction playing in their final game of the season here today. So, like we said, last day of the regular season, one last opportunity to make that playoff push to get that seeding as we start to head into the bracket here. Well, Shaffer Construction is going to get ready to bat first here in the lineup. We got the lineups here electronically for you. And first pitch on its way. Outside pitch, ball 1, and we are underway for the final day of the regular season. A little bit windy here so far. Swung on and hit out toward the left field line. That one's going to get into the glove of the first baseman, and that is out as Constance grabs the out there for Wyoming Gas. Lisa was the one that made the contact on the play there, so one gone here as we start the game. Again, in case you haven't been listening to our coverage all season, because of range internet, we're relying on the internet from the fairgrounds. It might be even worse now because they're setting up for the rodeo over there. Video will be a little choppy. There's not really much we can do about that. Trying to find a internet router. Hopefully that will solve our problems for playoffs and the football season. Second one in the lineup, Coulter swung on and hit on a line to right. Constance picks it up with a little bit of trouble, but she gets to the bag easily for the second out. So 2 up, 2 gone here in the top of the first. As Wyoming Gas, like we said, trying to keep their perfect season intact. 72 Dolphins of baseball. Wyoming Gas already a favorite to win the title this season. They still got to get past the semifinal round. The winner of that second and third seed game, which will definitely consist of Shaffer and Flame City. A little bit too deep there, ball 1. Like we said, serious seeding implications. Shaffer Construction has to win in order to have a chance here to get that second seed. They have to win this game. Flame City has to lose for Shaffer Construction to lock in that second seed. Otherwise, if both teams win or lose, they will get the tiebreaker by way of the points or the runs allowed. And while we were yapping, a hit to first there off of Mary. And now stepping in is going to be Dennis, a guy that has improved a little bit over the course of the season. Didn't really see much of him until like the first couple of games, or a couple of games into the season, but he has made his impact. Lets that one fall, ball 1. It hits Danny Joe's glove, but not quite enough to there to be called for the strike. And looks like a player has a little bit of issues with their contacts. It's not the kind of contact you really want to have issues with in a game. Still waiting on the play to resume. Mary will be at first. She's got a foot off the bag, ready to go here should he sling it here. And that one's hit out toward the pitcher. He catches it, hauls it in for the out. And with that, a small hiccup as one hit was given up. But other than that, Shaffer Construction basically sent to the bench packing without much to really show for it. We'll be right back as Wyoming Gas will be up for their first batting attempt of the afternoon. Welcome you back inside the ball field complex adjacent to Mark Whitfield in Thermopolis, Wyoming. I'd like to remind you, this is a bit of our game-by-game reminder that if you are a company that would like an ad spot in between the breaks in our action, or if you'd like a banner ad somewhere on the screen during our broadcast, sponsorships are available to basinsportsnetwork@gmail.com, all lowercase. Once again, to basinsportsnetwork@gmail.com. Bottom of the first inning here, and it's been a good game up to this point for the Wyoming Gas side of things. Had a really good defensive outing, and now Wyoming Gas with their first attempt, they've been hot on the bats all season. Those double-digit wins have really put themselves in a pretty good scenario. Riley Shaffer warming up. I believe this is his second appearance on the mound for Shaffer Construction. Last time out, he had a pretty successful outing, despite being his first time at the on the rubber. Swung on and cracked out to left center. This one will drop near the fence. Taylor will round first to go to second. On his way, looking for third as they get it off to the cutoff man. Throws it to third, and that is going to be just a little bit wide on the throw to Shaffer, and that is going to be a stand-up triple to lead us off here in the bottom of the first inning. And already it looks like that first run will come sooner rather than later. And the girl that will probably bring Taylor in, and Taylor is way out of breath over there on the third base line. Constance up to bat here. Has been a extremely reliable hitter for Wyoming Gas. I think she's gotten on base quite a lot this season. I don't think there's been only like one or two times she hasn't gotten on base. That one is swung on and hit out to center field, and that one sends her to the dugout. Taylor tags up from third, and he'll bring in the run. So that will not count on her stat sheet since a run did come in. Technically still 0 for 0. But Taylor comes in for the run batted in, and that is going to make it a 1-0 ball game for Wyoming Gas. The Whirling Invaders seeking that perfect game, or that perfect season here. They got to play a doubleheader today, and they are off to a very hot start. Kyle up to bat here as Jess will be on deck and Armando in the hole.
One down.
Outside pitch, ball one. 1-0 count. Pitch on its way by Shaffer. Illegal pitch. I think that's the first time we've heard an illegal pitch this season. Not even sure what constitutes an illegal pitch. Play on hold here. Base is empty here for Wyoming Gas as Taylor came home off of Constance sacrifice. Sacrifice fly to center. Shaffer delivers the pitch. And outside, 3-0 count. So 2 outside and 1 illegal will make this a 3-0 count, and looking to walk the first batter of the day for either team. Swung on, and that one is going to be hit into right center, goes over her glove, and that is going to be a green light for Kyle to round second, go to third, and that is another triple to be recorded. No, he's going to go for the inside the park home run, going home. He gets across safely. Wyoming Gas with inside the park home run off of Kyle. He's gotten a couple of out of the park home runs this second half of the season, and adds that to his total. It's a 2-0 ball game here in the bottom of the first inning. Stepping in now is Jess, as Wyoming Gas seems to have caught fire here in this one. And called deep, ball 1. Armando on deck, Ivy in the hole. And a short pitch there, ball 2. It's kind of weird not seeing Mary out there on the mound. Illegal pitch, ball 3. So Shaffer's been caught for 2 illegal pitches in this inning. Like we said, he's still kind of a novice to the whole pitching thing with the slow pitch stuff, but kind of over the plate there, but that'll be 4 balls there. She'll get the walk, and the first base on ball is called for Riley Shaffer. So his BB for 7 is not looking good on the stat sheet at all after that one, but 2-0 ball game, and a walk will bring Jess to first. She's had no issue getting on base off of the crack of the bat, but took an easy route there. Armando up to bat now. Swung on, and a grounder gets by. Jess will get to second. Armando might be stuck at first, and he will be as it comes up for a single to advance a runner into scoring position. Still a 2-0 ball game. Runners on first and second. Armando on first, Jess on second. Now stepping in will be Ivy, followed by Roman and then Danny Joe Pebbles. The catcher is going to be in the hole here. Ivy up to bat now. I think this is the first appearance we've seen from her this season. Swung on and fouled back. And that one goes into Mark Witt Field. So looks like the American Legion team got a little bit of a souvenir. 0-1 count. And deep, ball 1, 1-1 count. Ones across the board with 1 gone, 1 strike, and 1 ball. Illegal pitch, that's the 3rd one for Shaffer here. Got to work on that form just a little bit. 2-1 count. Swung on and fouled back, strike 2. So she's gotten contact on 2 of them here, but she has fouled back both of them. Once again, I think this is her first appearance at the plate of the season, unless I am sorely mistaken. Swung on and hit, gets past Shaffer. This one rolls into the outfield. That's going to load the bases as Ivy gets on base. First appearance of the day, and she gets on. So bases loaded. 2 females on the corners, and then a male on second. Stepping in now will be Danny Joe, batting 8th in the lineup. Brian Parker on deck, Eternity in the hole. 10 batters to put lineup, and we have a little bit of a delayed lineup here too. They put Brian in onto the roster a little bit late. Swung on and grounded. Throws it to third. And he's safe as the error at third will bring in a run. So it's a 3-0 ball game, still only 1 gone. Stepping in now is Danny Joe Pebbles, 8th in the lineup. And that one is called a strike.
Bare minimum there, sister.
Swung on and missed, strike 2. Pretty good hack, just could not make any contact with it. And that one's way outside to the right batter's box, and that is going to be a ball. Using wind as an excuse for the pitch. Scoreboard says 2-1, so I'm wondering if I didn't get the call right with the strike. Maybe I misheard the umpire, but I guess a 2-1 count here. Illegal pitch, strike will not count. So a ball called for Shaffer. So Danny Joe got lucky off that call, 3-1 count. The umpire becomes the coach. And that one way outside for a ball. So it's a 3-2 count. So that is the third ball. So I did get that call right earlier. Apologize for that. Again, the scoreboard threw me off. So 3-2 count, full count, swung on and hit towards Shaffer, and they are going to flip it to home for the out. Check that, safe. And I thought the umpire called it out at first, so that is my mistake there for the audience. But safe at home, and that is going to bring in a fourth run of the ball game, unless they're screwing with me. Oh, check that. Oh, boy. I am getting really thrown off here. I apologize for that. So 2 gone. Still 3-0 count. Apologize to the audience for that. Conflicting messages there at home plate. Parker up to bat. He'll be doing double duty today for Flame City and YO Gas. Ball is just a little too much in there. Ball 1. So 2 gone here. In case you're just tuning in, Wyoming Gas up 3-0 here. Swung on and liner to third. He gets on it. And a force out at third to end the inning. And we'll head back up to the top here. Shaffer Construction. We'll have another opportunity to bat when we come back. 3-0. Wyoming Gas leads. You are watching Game 1 of a doubleheader for Wyoming Gas. We'll be right back. Welcome back inside the ball fields adjacent to Mark Witt Field in Thermopolis, Wyoming. A fully booked venue here today is softball on this field, and just to the field to the north of us, we got some Little League going on, and coach pitch, same thing. And then behind me at Mark Witt Field is practice for the American Legion Baseball Club here for Thermopolis. I forgot what posts they are, but that doesn't matter. So we're ready here to start the top of the second, and a line drive to Armando. He gets the catch off of the liner. We got a couple of storm clouds across the canyon here in the Wind River Canyon. So if that storm system is moving north, we could see a bit of a wet endeavor here. It is a beautiful 79 degrees and sunny here in Thermopolis. Pitch hits the dirt there for Armando. That's going to be ball 1. Swung on and belted. This one back and into the glove. Then that was eternity on the catch there out in left field. So that is that's 2 outs. Sorry. How did I forget? Armando got the grab there. So 2 gone already here. This is going to be a quick game if if Wyoming Gas keeps up with this defensive performance. And a strike with a good pitch down the middle for Armando. right over the plate and a perfect one. By the way, I think this is Casey up to bat after Blake was up earlier. Inside pitch, ball 2 or ball 1. Riley Shaffer is going to be up to bat next. He's not guaranteed to get on though. Swung on and another line drive. That is 2 in the inning, and he has the reflexes. He has the reflexes of a cat. Beautiful, beautiful performance at the mound there for Armando. And Senor Armando has gotten himself 2 line drive catches. And, the Elvis Presley song, Return to Sender, I can hear that playing in my brain right now. But we'll be right back here as we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Wyoming Gas on top 3-0. I'd like to welcome you back inside the ball field complex adjacent to Mark Whitfield in Thermopolis, northeastern Thermopolis, just a little bit south of T Hill. Beautiful day, 79-degree weather here in Thermopolis. Today is June 20th, 2024. You are watching adult softball on TBSN. Eternity up to bat here for YO Gas, and she has been a good closing batter here in the lineup. She's done very well offensively. Young player, hopefully she chooses to stay with the rec district for a little while longer. Ball called on the pitch there. Shaffer still on the rubber here. Guess I can't really say mound with this place. And perfectly placed pitch, strike. Riley threw a strike to Danny Joe in that last inning, but it was called illegal. So he finally gets a legal strike there. 2-1 count. Swung on and hit towards center. This one going to drop. And that is 2 hits in a row for Eternity. A good base hit there. Center fielder could not get to it quick enough. And with that, a runner on first as we head back to the top of the lineup with Taylor. Got a triple his last time out and got to home plate safely. So he is 1 for 1 on the ball game, looking to extend that. He's wearing a jersey too, so he's looking professional. Illegal pitch for Shaffer. That's going to be ball 1. Man, today was the first time I'd heard an illegal pitch get called, and now Shaffer's racked up 4 of them. It's not a good day on the mound for the namesake. Swung on and belted. This one to the center fielder. Gets under it for the catch. And I'm telling you, we said this on Tuesday, the quality of fielding has just exploded since the beginning of the season. At the top of June, we did not see really any catches get hauled in from the outfield. Now we're seeing it on a more consistent basis. So these fielders are getting better. Constance up to bat. Got out on her last attempt. Swung on, and that one's hit. That's a base hit for Constance, and this one will count on the stat sheet. And with that, Constance gets on for the base hit. She's 1 for 1. Remember, usually in baseball, they don't count it as a hit if you don't, or they don't count it as an out if you got a runner to come home. So that is why she is 1 for 1 here. Kyle up to bat, swung on, and that one is belted. That is back toward the fence, and gets under it and drops it. And so an error in the outfield, and that will effectively load the bases. Check that, he actually got out. I don't know why I thought it dropped. I thought it did drop, but we apologize for that. That's another mess up on our part. So Kyle is out. It's 2 gone. Man, we're not focused here today, am I? Stepping in now is going to be Jess. I think she got on base her last time out. 2 gone here. That one rolls past the catcher. Ball 1. It's a bit of a wild pitch there. Swung on, and that's going to be a grounder to second here as they'll throw it across the field to first, and she is in safely. And so with that, the bases remain low, or the bases will be loaded here. This time they will, with the throw across not getting there in time. Armando up to bat, the true definition of a power bat here. Winds up, and he is not going to take the swing there. Ball 1. He has inherited a fully loaded base here, and that is swung on and hit out toward left. Eternity will come home. Constance will stay at third, and that will jam the bases here. Still loaded, and a run comes in to score. As we had said, that is Eternity coming in for the 4th run. She is no stranger to rounding the bases here. She's been a very reliable base runner this season for Wyoming Gas. Stepping in now is Ivy, the 3rd woman in the lineup. Got on base her last time out, hacks at it, strike 1. 2 gone here, 2 away here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Swung on, and that one's popped up toward the left center, or towards left field. 3 men get under it, and it drops. This will bring Constance and Jess home. So a 2 RBI single for Ivy. She has gotten on base both of her times, and she, quite frankly, looks about as nervous as a stray dog every time she comes up to the plate. However, she has gotten 2 base hits on the day, so maybe that should higher up the confidence just a little bit. That one's a little high. Ball 1. Catcher was able to put a glove on it, though, so that is a good sign there. But Shaffer is improving on the rubber here. And that one's a little outside. Ball 2. Third base is open. Armando is in scoring position. 2 away here. And it's Roman up to bat now. Swung on, and that one is belted. It's back and gets under it for the catch, and that's 3 gone. So that ends the inning with a fantastic display of fielding in the outfield. Roman hit that one back toward the wall, and he has been a bit of a muscle at the plate this season, but they will haul it in for the out, and that will end the inning. We'll be right back. Top of the 3rd coming up for Shaffer Construction when we come back. I'd like to welcome you back inside of the ball field complex adjacent to Mark Witt Field here in Thermopolis, Wyoming. They need to officially name this place. I think Joe Doak Field would actually be a pretty good name for this softball the softball field. Not really the complex, but man, it's been a really tough season this year, quite frankly, without Joe here. But these umpires have done well. It's been a really good energy around this place all season. So I think Joe would be pretty proud here of this on display here today. Swung on, that's Shaffer up to bat. All the way back toward the wall, and Kyle cannot bring it in. It drops. Shaffer rounding first to go to second. He's going third. Throws it into the cutoff. Man, he's safe for the triple. And Shaffer Construction with a good hit there. A triple, leadoff triple here for Riley Shaffer. So none gone there. And a chance to get their first run of the ball game. Stepping in now is going to be Mandy. Swung on, and that one's hit. And Eternity will let this one drop. They're going to throw it into home, and Shaffer will come home safely. And that will bring in the first run of the game for Shaffer Construction. And Wyoming Gas still holds on to a half decade lead here.
Good job, girls. Good job, Easton.
Looks like Little League has wrapped up to the field north of us, and people are coming out, so we apologize for the background noise as families are leaving the facility. Swung on and missed, strike one, and what a hack by Gary. This is his first appearance of the season, I believe. What a hack, but he could not get contact on it. Strike one. Lets it fall. Ball one. 1-1 count here. Lets that one fall. Ball two. Or sorry. Yeah, ball two. 2-1 count. Gets the pitch on its way, and that is going to be popped up towards center. Parker gets under it, he almost got the catch there, but it's going to end up going through his glove. And there was a little bit of confusion running the bases. So one out here, as there was a lot of confusion on the base running. He just went for second as Mandy decided to stay at second. So jammed up the bases a little bit, so that is an out, unfortunately, for Gary, but a solid hit nonetheless. It lifted a little bit too much, but Parker could not make the play in the outfield, so don't usually see those easy outs go through the glove like that, but swung on, and that one's hit, popped up towards second, gets under it, and he will get the out. And second out goes to Taylor as he was able to get the catch successfully there. I hate to say it there, man. I don't mean to disparage anyone, but the women have really been on point with their fielding for this team in particular. We saw, Eternity's done a pretty good job out there in left field. Hauled in a catch earlier in the game. 2-0 count there. Up to bat, by the way, is Coulter. And swung on, and that one's hit cleanly to right. That will drop in for a base hit. And now we have runners in the corners. So a single to advance the runner in scoring position. I believe that is Mandy currently sitting on third. I don't think Lisa could. I think Lisa was the one that flew out, actually. This is Mary up to bat, the pitcher over the course of the season, but seemed to have been sidelined for Riley. And a clean pitch, strike one. And Armando has had a field day on the mound here today. And I don't know what I think that was a ball. Swung on and missed. And a strike. So that's a 2-2 count. Either 2-2 or 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike three. And Mondo records the strikeout, and that puts away the top half of the inning. And Wyoming Gas will have another opportunity to bat when we come back, as we are about 40 or so minutes through the game here. We'll be right back on TBSN. You are watching Adult Softball presented by the Hot Springs County Rec District. 6-1 Wyoming Gas when we come back. I'd like to welcome you back inside of the ball field complex adjacent to Mark Whitfield in Thermopolis. The final day of the regular season. It's been about 3 or 4 weeks of incredible softball, but it ends here today. The final stand before the playoffs. I think we're off on Tuesday, but Thursday is the first semifinal games. The end of the dirt there for the strike, as that is a good call for Riley. So 0-1 count. As I think this is Danny Joe up to bat. Outside for the ball. Parker is up to bat after this. So the one's guaranteed to bat here. Danny Joe, followed by Brian Parker, and then Eternity. So those are due up here. Swung on, and that one's hit softly on a grounder. Shaffer will slide for it, and his leg is still intact, thank God. So with that, she will get on first off of a, don't even know what to call that, a bunt swing. Again, that's what I'm going to start calling that now. But weak contact to third resulted in a base hit for Danny Joe Pebbles, and with that, Brian Parker will be up to bat. He'll inherit a runner on first. Parker has done pretty well this season with runners on base. And the dust is something else. It's supposed to rain on Friday, so hopefully that'll soften the ground a little bit for... Actually, I won't do crap for Thursday's game, but... Swung on and missed. That one went into the chest of the catcher, though. So that you can't sit here and tell me that didn't sting a little bit. But strike one for Parker. 1-1 count. Shaffer looking for his first strikeout of the ball game here. Into the dirt off a wild pitch. Ball two. Luckily for Danny Joe, they can't run. Or luckily for Riley, Danny Joe cannot capitalize off of that one for the rules of the league here. It was a little deep, but the catcher did get a glove under it. So 3-1 count here for Parker as he's looking to get walked here. Shaffer has already walked one here in the ball game. Swung on, and that one's a line drive right through his glove, and that is going to be base hit coming up for Parker. And that'll bring a runner into scoring position with Pebbles on second. And now here comes the hitter that should bring him into at least somewhat of a good range here. Might bring Danny Joe home is Eternity. Don't let her spot on the lineup fool you. She is a hitter in every sense of the word. She's had a lot of success getting on base this year. Shaffer delivers the pitch. Outside pitch into the batter's box. Ball one. Whoa. Thought my camera was going to fly off for a moment. Taylor is up next, followed by Constance. Swung on and fouled back toward the crow's nest and almost knocks down a camera there on the, at least I think that's a camera, on the crow's nest. So, strike one off of that one. Lets it fall. Ball two. 2-1 count here for Eternity. Still no outs here yet in the bottom of the third inning. Outside pitch, ball three. And Riley is looking to walk another batter here. Parker swung at the pitch that got him on base, but he almost got walked on his at-bat. Swung on, and that one's lined through up through second, and that's going to put Danny Joe on third. And what did we tell you? Kind of knew that Eternity would come through there. Danny Joe and Eternity, the ladies on third and first respectively. So runners in the corners. Actually, bases completely loaded here. So Taylor has just inherited an incredible situation. He has had a kind of an up and down day. He did have that hit to start off the day, but he also flew out in the second inning. Third time's the charm here. And he could bring them all home. Swung on and a line drive, base hit at the center. That will bring Danny Joe home. Parker elects to stay at second. And with that, the RBI single to bring in the seventh run. as Pebbles will come home to claim the run. And stepping in now is Constance. Got on base her last time out. She's 1 for 1 today. She did get that sacrifice in the first inning, but she did get on base in her last at-bat. Ball 1 called there. Wearing that Colorado Rockies purple jersey. Not really the Rockies, but it's still purple. That one swung on, and that one is going to go out toward left field. And drops into the glove. I think that's Dennis for the out. And so a run does come in to score. It looks like 8-1. So that is 2 sacrifices on the stat sheet for Constance. And she's brought in a couple of runs today, so she can at least hang her hat on that. But still 1 for 1. And deep pitch there, ball 1. Came close to being a strike. Kyle up to bat here. Jess on deck. Swung on, and that one could get underneath, and it drops. Base hit for Kyle. Eternity's coming home, and she beats the throw home by a country mile, and that is going to be another run. So with that base hit, solid RBI base hit for Kyle as he gets to actually at the RBI double as he gets to second. One gone here. I believe it's a 9-1 ball game. Am I crazy? Outside pitch, ball 1. 1-0 count here. Jess up to bat, followed by Armando, and then Ivy. Outside pitch gets into the left-hander batter box there, ball 2. 9-1 ball game here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Swung on, and that one's hit into the outfield. Here comes Taylor home. And Kyle wanted to go home, but he'll stay at third. So the RBI single for Jess will bring Taylor home, and we are into double digits again. Every game this season's gone into double digits, I swear. And still a 1-out RBI single for Jess. And here comes Armando.
One down. 1-1.
Swung on, and that one's hit toward right center. Drops. Kyle comes home. A lazy jog to the plate. Armando comes in with a stand-up double and a runner in third. So with that, Jess goes from first to third in 1 at-bat. 11-1. Ones across the board on the scoring column. 1. 11 runs, 1 run, 1 out. The only thing we're missing is the first inning. This is Ivy, swung on, and that one's going to be lifted underneath Shaffer, and he'll haul in the catch. So she is now 2 for 3 on the evening. Wearing Casper College shirt. Represent Casper College. I'm a student there. So two away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Stepping in now is going to be Roman. I think he got out on his last at-bat. Either that or got on first. So that one's into the dirt there. Don't forget, we got another game coming up after this as Wyo Gas takes on Flame City. Flame City is here already. Illegal throw. So ball 2. Schaefer's been bopped plenty of times, but however, he did go an inning without getting called for it. Three-zero count. Armando is way ahead in the, Roman is way ahead in the count here. Swung on, and that one's lifted. Oh, it almost hits a fan in the stands there. Well, it's not my problem, so I don't care. I'm just joking. Almost hits a lady in the far bleachers over there near the dugout, but the foul ball. So 3-1 count. Got a good piece of it. And he almost crushed the skull along the way. Swung on, and that one's hit cleanly into left field. It drops. Jess will come home to score, and so are Armando's. He's coming in. So 2-run score off the RBI and the double. And so with that, makes it a 13-1 ball game. Shaffer Construction's only got 1 run on the ball game, and that was in the 2nd inning. And so with that, I think the side is being switched here. So we are going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. 13-1 in the top of the 4th inning. I'd like to welcome you back inside of the ball fields adjacent to Mark Witt Field in Thermopolis. Hot Springs County Rec District softball. Fields are 2/3 of the way being used, as American Legion still having their practice over on the field behind me at Mark Witt Field. Top of the 4th inning, Armando's still pitching. He's been a Shohei today. He's batted well and he's pitched well. Swung on, and that one is going to hit to second, and Taylor cannot get a glove on it. And Dennis will get his way to first. Jackie stepping in now. So none gone yet. In the dirt, ball 1, inside pitch. Got a little bit of cotton on the field here today. Wonder where the cottonwoods are here. It's probably rolling off the mountain, honestly. Pitch delivered. And strike. 1-1 count. Swung on and hit. Taylor tries for the jumping grab, but he can't get it. Kyle will pick it up in the outfield. The outfielder's playing pretty close to the diamond here. And so with that, another base hit for Shaffer Construction, with Jackie on first and Dennis on second. Here comes Blake. I think a baseball fell into the softball field. And this one popped up toward left, and he knew it. And Roman gets under it. They'll throw it to second for the out, so that is a double play. Keep in mind, when it's popped up, you're expected to stay on the bag until it falls. So with that, 2 gone. I kind of knew he was going to be out there, but someone needs to tell Dennis the rules of base running there. Stepping in now will be Casey. Not much presence in the infield here. And a clean strike thrown by Armando. 13-1 still here. 2 gone in case you're just tuning in. And this one is smacked into left. And she is going to get an easy base hit there. And coming in now is Riley Shaffer. He's had a good day batting, but his pitching day has been much to be desired. And fouled back, strike 1. Didn't like that. Pitch on its way and has to duck for it. 1-1 count. So 2 away here. Swung on, and that one is lifted. Gets underneath it and gets the catch. It's out. And it puts away the side here. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Wyoming Gas still leads 13-1. We'll be right back from inside of the ball field complex. I'd like to welcome you back inside the ball field complex adjacent to Mark Whitfield and Thermopolis. Second to last game of the regular season here. Our playoff coverage starts Thursday. We'll be with you from now until about early mid-July. So you're stuck with me for about a week or so, 2 weeks or so. 3 weeks. My bad. And hit. Gets the pitch on her calf there. I think it's... Charge the mound, Danny. So that should be ball 1. The rules, they don't take the base here with these rules with this rules package. Swung at that one, pretty half-hearted. Ball or strike 1. So a 1-1 count. She wanted to take her anger out on Riley for getting hit there, but unfortunately missed it on the contact. Swung on, weak contact on the right field line. She's going to try and run to first and gets thrown out at first, and that is going to put away the first batter of the inning. And Wyoming Gas still looking to put away this game here. I think we're approaching the hour mark here. I think we're about 10 or so minutes out still, but so 1 gone here. Up to bat is Brian Parker. Swung on and fouled back, and that one's into the T-ball field. Strike 1. And the kids that are playing back there are in no hurry to track down the ball. At least let them keep it as a souvenir. And no matter where you are, whether it's just a local rec softball game or Major League Baseball, it's always a good feeling when you get those foul balls as a spectator. And 1-1 count there as he gets called for the ball. 1's across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 gone. Swung on and fouled back toward Witt. Don't know where it landed, but it landed actually out near on behind home plate on Witt Field. So 1-2 count here. He's fouled off 2 strikes here today, or in this at bat, not today. Outside 2-2 count, even count here. Those storm clouds are kind of rolling in a little. I wouldn't really say storm, but they do look like they could have some rain in them. Outside, full count, 3-2. I think this is the first time we've seen full count today, if not the second. Swung on and crack of the bat, going out, back, and gone. And that is another home run for Parker. I think by my count, I think about 5 or 6, but that is an incredible show of strength there on the bat. So 14-1, Wyoming Gas. Well, the home run derby is going to be interesting in July. And Parker's been taking his anger out, taking the stresses of being a rec district manager out on those softballs here. He's kind of used this as a bit of an outlet. He's hit about 6 home runs this season. And they have been just, you knew it was gone the second it left the bats. Eternity is up here. And it's deep, ball 2, so she's had 2 thrown at her there. Taylor is up to bat next. He has 2 for 3 on the day so far. Deep, ball 3. And Shaffer looking to walk another here. He's already got, I think he's got 1 BB on the day today. And deep, and that will allow Eternity to take her base here. So another walk here for Shaffer, but that gets a man on base for Wyoming Gas. And Taylor will be up to bat here. Flew out in his last at bat. But he does, you have to admit, he has a heck of a high power rating here. If this was MLB The Show, I think it'd be like a 85, 90 power rating. Into the dirt there for ball 1. Pitch on its way. Swung on, and that one is going to be lifted back, and gone. And with that, I think it's a home run. And so with that, if that's the case, 15-1. But or 16-1, it looks like. So that's 2 home runs for Wyoming Gas. 1 for Parker and 1 for Taylor. I don't know what Taylor's last name is. He has one on the back of his jersey, but I'm not going to risk getting that one wrong. So 1 gone here, only here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Constance up to bat. She's had a successful day so far. Well, semi. She's gotten 2 sacrifices on the day here in this game. Ball 1. Swung on, and that one's well struck and gets on past him on the line drive. Constance gets on the bag for the 2nd time today, records her 2nd hit, and 16-1 with a man on first. Coming in now is going to be Kyle. He's had some success here today. Batting left-handed? That's interesting. I don't think we've seen him bat left-handed today.
One down.
Delivers the pitch. And into the glove, ball 1. Another one on its way, and that one's kind of hit weakly into the field, but he does get the base hit. And Constance will be pushed up to 2nd. So another base hit for Wyo Gas. And now stepping in will be Jess. Got on base her last time out, I believe, for an RBI. And prepare for this to be, I think, the last half inning here. I'm not entirely sure, but... Delivers. Swung on and well struck. Left field, it drops. And this should load the base. No, it will. It'll bring a run home. As Constance with a jog to home, and that will bring home the 17th run. And she is having a heck of a day getting those in. As Jess gets the RBI double. So she has got, I think she's batted in either 2 or 3 runs today. And here stepping in now is Armando. And this, like we said, power hitter here. He's hitting left. I think he's a switcher. Swung on and grounded to second. Up through into the gap, and Kyle's going to come home. Jess will stay at third, and the bases are loaded here. Color of the bag's yellow because those bases are loaded. 18-1. This game was lost the second the first inning was finished. And Wyoming Gas looking to carry this momentum into their game against Flame City. And this is Ivy. She is 2 for 3 on the day. And those two hits should be a confidence boost to her. And she, quite frankly, needs a confidence boost here. She has done very well on the day. Swung on and a well-struck ball on the ground and throws the second for the force out, but she herself will get on the bag for the fielder's choice. So 2 outs, and Ivy has gotten on base 3 of 4 times today. So I think all things considered, she has had a spectacular first showing here of the season. And another switch hitter, Roman hitting lefty today. If he hits a home run, I'm going to make the Bush sound like in those commercials. He's wearing a Bush Light shirt here today. Swung on and hits the leg of Shaffer, and it rolls into the gap, and that had to have stung just a little bit. And Ivy is going to round third to go to home, and she will get there more than safely. So another run on the board for her today, 20-1. And it looks like they're switching. So with that, we're heading to the top of the 5th inning. So we'll be right back. The 10-run rule has been reached. We'll be right back. So we got confirmation from the Crow's Nest. This will be the last half inning before we head to our final regular season game. Flame City taking on Wyoming Gas. That's coming up immediately after this. And if Flame City wins that game, they will immediately take second. Although if it does end up that Flame City loses, as long as they have a close-ish game, because right now it's looking like run differential is going to be in their favor. Shaffer Construction will most likely get the 3rd seed in the playoffs, and Shaffer Construction get the 3rd seed, Flame City 2nd. So that one's going to be a soft hit to first, and Armando will let that one go, so she'll get the base hit. And so with that, that's how you start the half inning. So this is Shaffer Construction's chance to mount a comeback, but let's be honest here, probably not going to happen. Swung on and missed, strike 1. And this is Gary up to bat. And he is sounding, I don't know if he's frustrated or if he pulled a hammy there. Or both. Swung on, and that one makes contact. Gets past Roman's glove and into the gap for the base hit. Gary had a hit earlier in the game, but unfortunately some questionable base running decisions took him out. So he is 2 for 2 here in the game in terms of the base hits. 20-1, in case you're just tuning in, Wyoming Gas going to rack up their 7th win of the season here in this game. They're 1 game away from achieving that perfect season, but they got to get past Flame City first, who are still looking for a higher seeding. Swung on and missed, strike 1. And this is, I'm very sorry, this is Lisa up the bat. Swung on and fouled back. Doesn't count as out, but umpire, very good reflexes by the ump there to catch it. Well, it saves them the time of running back and and fetching the ball behind the plate. Swung on and hit out toward the shortstop. They'll flip it to third, and she gets called out at third, so that will be the first one gone here in the inning. Shaffer Construction still with a man on second. That is Gary in scoring position. Up to bat now is going to be Coulter. Lets that one fall for the ball. We'll check the radar after this, but rain's looking like it's going to come in and smacks it into the outfield for the base hit. And Gary is coming home. He's going to take the run to bring in the second one in for Shaffer Construction. And it's an 18-run ball game here in this one. And this is a high school softball kind of score, 20-2 on the game. Like we said, audience, this is our last half inning of the ball game as we are past the hour mark.
One down, still on.
And that one's a little deep, ball 1. Outside there for ball 2. By the way, this is Mary up to bat. Swung on, and that one's got some weak contact. Gets under it, lets it fall. That's going to be a hit. Throws it to third, and it gets away from Roman at third. And that is going to load the bases here for Shaffer Construction. 2 away. Okay, I guess it was counted out. I saw it was dropped, but the umpire calls it out. And the wind carries it, and he's going to get hit. That is Dennis up to bat. So the wind has it out for Dennis here today. Swung on and a grounder. Hit to second, and he's going to dive for it. Throws it across to first. And Taylor throws his glove to the ground in frustration there as the error at first will get Dennis onto first. Thank you. And we got Flame City's lineup already, so the lineup fairy has come. So thank God for that. And thank Andrew for the lineup there. So in case you just missed it, Dennis on first because of the error. Taylor had a bit of a fit there. Roman tries to pick it up, and he gets twisted around there like a pretzel trying to get the ball picked up, and that will bring Coulter home to score. Shoot. And that is going to be the fourth run of the ball game, rather. At funny number 420 on the scoreboard here. I don't want to even ask how they would celebrate that. Stepping up now is Blake, as we are now midway through the lineup. Runner on second and a runner on first, so there is a runner in scoring position, and the 7th run is at the plate right now. Swung on, and that one is hit fairly into the gap. And with that, he is going to come home. That's Dennis coming home from second. And that is going to bring in the 5th run for Shaffer Construction as they have 4 runs on the inning here. They hadn't scored since the 2nd inning, and now they have put up 4 here in the 5th inning. Swung on. That one's hit out back toward the fence and caught. And Kyle puts it away, and that is the game. And with that, Wyoming Gas wins this one 20-5. They got another game coming up, so we hope you'll stick around for this one, or for this next game. Wyoming Gas taking on Flame City 307 when we come back. But if that's all you have joined us for, then, well, we say thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next Thursday for the semifinals. But if you're going to be tuning in for the next game, stick around. Flame City taking on Wyoming Gas. As Shaffer Construction will finish their season 2-6, Flame City has to win to guarantee a second spot. However, with the run differential, it's looking likely they'll take second even with a loss. We'll be right back here on TBSN for coverage for late season coverage of adult softball here on TBSN. 20-5 as Wyoming Gas improves to 7-0. We'll be right back.